Hey guys, video here about some currency resources. So there's obviously the internet to use, but if you want to kind of go about it the old-fashioned way, here are a couple resources and how to use them. So I don't know how long this video will be, but hopefully I can teach you something. So the first one I highly recommend is the Paper Money for the U.S. book. Now notice it says a complete illustrated guide with values, and then it is actually written by Freeberg, okay, or Friedberg, however you want to say it. And that is actually the actual person who wrote the system on how to number these notes, or I guess I should say that they're the ones that numbered these notes. It's a guy and his two sons have actually kept up with this. But one good thing about this book is it is colored, okay? And it has all the large size and all the fractionals and all the small size as well. And it's I feel like the value of them are, they're pretty fair. I see a lot of the auctions using these values. Now, with this book, something that really opened my eyes to is just how many signature combinations there are of some of these notes. Now, the one I'm going to be talking about is the 1917 legal tender. And if you look, there is all the 1917 legal tender Freeberg numbers. Now these notes on the far left, it has Freeberg, then it has the year, the signature combination. It actually has what the seal looks like, and then it has valuations out there. Now, I'm just going to grab a note and kind of show you how to use this. So, the note itself is this right here. First thing I always do is I look at these signatures. This happens to be a Spillman and then a White. And anytime you see Frank White's name, there's a chance for it to be a mule. Now, what that actually means is whenever Frank White became the treasurer, became the treasurer of the U.S., some of the bills they used actually had the backplate numbers of the previous treasurer, which was John Burke. And the way you find that out is you actually look at the location of the backplate. Now, right here, sorry for the glare there, that little number right there shows me, and this is because it's place on the note, it shows me that yes, this is the correct back number. This is not a mule. Correct backplate. So if I flip it back over, sorry I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a little tougher. I now think, okay, so this is not a mule, it's just a standard Spillman White. So going down to the book here, I see Spillman White FR39. And that's how you assign the Freeberg number to it and know, which value to actually look at there. Now let's grab a mule note. I have one right here. Okay, so this note, if you look, it's an Elliot, and there's Frank White's name, so there's a chance for it to be a John Burke backplate. So if I flip this note over and look, notice where the backplate is. And also notice how high the number is too. There are only certain backplates that can be mules, and they, as far as I understand, are usually very high numbers. So right there above my finger is that small 1833, which is the backplate number. So now we're going to look at, like I said, the signatures. This is Elliot and White. So we look down here. Sorry if I'm making you sick with all the movement. There's Elliot White, but we know it's a mule. So this happens to be that 38M note. That is how you look up and actually how you use these books. Whenever you see all the numbers and signature combinations and the M's and the stars and all that good stuff, that's how you do this. And it does take a little time and practice, but eventually you will get it. And I feel like it's a pretty cool skill to have within the community. Now, let's look at another book and note. So this right here was written by Doug Murray. This is the U.S. large size star notebook. And if you've watched any of my other videos before, you know I like my large size stars. So it's right here. We have a large size star. Notice it's an Elliot and a Burke. And if you look right here, it's obviously a John Burke backplate, and it makes sense because he is the one on the bill. Okay, there's no chance at a mule here. So an Elliot Burke. So the way it works in this book, this one is not colored, but pretty neat book. It tells you the possible star signature combinations, total notes reported, the high star number, serial number found. Okay, and this actually uses a different set of numbers. It does have your Freeburg number there, but then it also has what are called the Murray numbers. Now, I myself don't use the Murray numbers. I just use the Freeburg, but you have a choice of both here. And then it gives valuations out here. So this bill, if you remember, is an Elliot and a Burke. So we'll go over here and find an Elliot Burke. There are 222 of them known. Okay, and here's your valuations for them. Now the values of the star notes, they hold pretty true in this book. And if you look, we go to something really unique and rare. So star note Bison, 98 reported. Look at those values. Star note Pokers. Look at those values. There's only 2 of them known. Okay, a lot of people are unaware that those even exist. Check this out. Okay, star note 20 legals, 37 known. Okay, in horrible shape, you're looking at $1,500. There's your Black Eagles. And if you didn't know, the Black Eagle, the 229A is the key to the series, and you can see why. There's only 2 of them known. Bad shape, they'll bring 10 grand. But if you're interested in these books, this one right here can be had for less than 20 bucks. And this one, you can usually find it on Amazon, and you can have it anywhere between $30 and $50. It's well worth the investment if you are into paper money. So I hope I've taught you guys something, and I'll be seeing you on, I guess, on Toner Tuesday. So have a good evening.